living creator. Now, when God says that he hasn't changed his way, he means that in terms of this aspect of the message, it has been consistent from the beginning until the time of the Prophet ﷺ. So individual practices we know certainly have changed. For example, I assume that as a Christian you would believe that Adam and Eve's children were required to marry each other. That was permissible in that time. It's obviously not permissible now. We also know, again, if you're to be a Christian, that Mosaic sacrifice was part of an essential for many sins. If you're a Christian, you believe that to be not the case now. In terms of the concept of God, that is what is being referred to there, not individual rights and law per se.
Okay. Dr. White, would you like to comment at all at this point?
Well, not specifically,
okay.
In the sense that the topic is how we have assurance of salvation and what's the grounds and basis of that. And I'm hoping the callers will focus in upon that in the next few calls.
Let's take the next caller then on that note. And at this point, we'd like to welcome the next caller. And the program is live. It's called Debate Night. What is your name?
Lillian.
Lillian. Lillian, who are you directing your question to, young lady?
To Brother Abdullah.
Okay. Go right ahead.
Brother Abdullah, there is always, no matter how many people come to defend Islam, we never hear evidence. For example, we don't have evidence that the God of Islam and the Jannah, the heaven of Islam, is the same as the living God. For example, God, knowing about God, the living God, the Christian God, he has justice. He gave his life for his children. He loved them. He's pure. He loved everybody, no matter what that he was telling us, even to love our enemy. And also, he told us, even if we look by our eyes to a dirty look to other people, we sin, even in our heart, we consider to be sinner. Now, the evidence of the living God completely different than the Islam God, Allah. Okay, for example, look, God, your God, the justice he had. Okay, he doesn't treat the woman
Lillian,
as much as.
I hate to interrupt, but what would your one question be? Could you tell us what that is so we can get the answer from Abdullah?
Yeah, our question is, show us evidence that heaven is the same heaven we had, doesn't have huris, it doesn't have rivers of alcoholic and milk, because we wouldn't eat or drink in heaven, and wouldn't need it. There is no evidence that the same heaven he's talking about is real heaven.
Abdullah, would you like to answer the question? Take a crack at it.
It's a very good question, sister. And I guess it's mildly on the topic in that we're talking about salvation and is to end up in heaven. I would disagree with the final point that you make, which was that there's no reference to alcohol being in heaven. Perhaps you missed just before the break where I made a clear reference to what Jesus said in the Gospels, where he said, I will not drink wine anymore from this day until I'm in my Father's kingdom, meaning in heaven. So quite clearly the statement means that there is wine in heaven. Now, whether we want to dispute, likewise, in terms of the description, of heaven in Islam, while they are very specific, the overriding point of it all is that God is going to present us with something which no eyes have seen and no mind has conceived. So, I mean, the point of the descriptions really is just to illustrate to us how happy that we're going to be. And I mean, indeed, even the Quran illustrates that the main purpose and the main hope of those that do go to heaven is to see the face of their Lord. And that will be the ultimate achievement for them, not the other specific descriptions that are that are spoken about. As for evidence, you know, I mean, I guess I could say in retort, well, what evidence do we have that the eternal creator, the unchanging, everlasting, self-sustaining being could then become limited? What evidence do we have that the same creator could become limited as a bird? Because, I mean, Christians can't just say that they believe in the incarnation of the Son alone. You know, the Gospels quite clearly illustrate that the Spirit became a dove. You know, so was there a God bird as well as a God man? On the other hand, we believe in the rational God, that the God that our own you know, natural instincts can direct us towards, the God whose creation can direct us towards, a God that is eternal, is the necessary existence, is unlimited, as you said, all living, etc. I hope that answers the question, but thank you very much.
Okay, at this point, we are very close to the end of our program. We're going to get close to signing off here. I wanted to thank both gentlemen for being a part of this. Abdullah Kunde for your participation, representing Islam and Muslim point of view, and also, of course, Dr. James White, renowned Christian apologist who has been in our studio before. Welcome, or thank you both for being a part of this program tonight. The debate continues, and it doesn't stop here, but we do appreciate having you be a part of this 90-minute snapshot of time. And we're about out of time here, but I would like to thank everyone out there that's been watching and that continues to watch our programs here at ABN. And again, one last reminder that we are having our fundraiser. We are trying to raise funds for our 24-hour English channel. We're excited about this. We look forward to it. It's certainly a huge undertaking, both financially and every other way as far as staffing and programming ideas. And speaking of programming, some of the programs will be coming up that we will be featured on our program. Some of the titles of these programs is Sharia-Free America, Ground Zero Mosque Controversy, Homegrown Terrorism, and of course others. Speaking of which, this week, on a regular basis, we have a program called Jihad Exposed, which features Kamal Salim and Waleed Shubat, who are former terrorists, and they're on this program for a few weeks now. So make sure you tune into that. Check out our website for times at www.abnsat.com. Continue to call us at 248-416-1300. Keep us in your prayers and prayerfully support us and financially support us. We are grateful for all of you who are out there tuning us in either on our digital satellite network or on the internet. And we're grateful to be partnering with you in prayer and in Christian brotherhood and sisterhood. And we're looking forward to continued wonderful opportunities to witness and to spread the gospel here at ABN. So this is just one last time. Thank you for calling. Thank you for tuning in to Debate Night on this wonderful Friday evening. Continue to stay tuned for more Debate Night programs. God bless you and have a wonderful evening. Thank you very much.